Celtics gang, huh?
Wow.
We had a quick
Cheers.
cheers. Cheers to the
Cheers.
there.
Got some Cisco Burrs, whale
This is
tail,
amazing.
pumpkin
Next
drunk.
level. You look good. You look good.
My eyes are blue.
Let's fucking go. Yeah. Bob, I can't believe we have Bob in the
Blue
house.
or green?
It's not that hard to get me nowadays.
Bob, I feel like you're selling yourself short. You're saying you're at rock bottom. I think for the average human, this guy, we're on like a mogul. You're on like Mount Everest.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, now we're back at like, you're at like
It's perspective.
Mount Washington height. So
This is
still
definitely.
enormous,
Well,
you
I'll
know?
say this: you guys are at rock bottom as well, which is good.
1000%.
Which is
We
good.
can only go up from here.
We're only going up.
I came in here to do this show with you guys. We had to like kick 2 people out the door.
Yeah.
We had to like
wait for you
we had
guys
to
to get
The
in.
cupcake girl.
Put up my own wall.
Yeah.
We have a wooden wall that was just made like
Yeah.
9 minutes ago.
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
$21
Shout out
a
Home
sheet.
Depot.
Shut
No,
up.
I'll tell you what. I honestly, I've done some pretty crazy things over the past 6 years, and it's pretty cool. I like to just fucking kick it with my
Yeah.
boy. By the way, the goat of all goats.
Look at him.
Isn't he the best?
The fucking goat of all goats. I will
the
say
goat,
that
Bob.
to the day.
You're the goat, Bob.
I love this man more than
Yes.
ever. He's
My
done more
brother.
for me
Yes.
ever, and I fucking love this guy.
The first time, I think it was the first time you and I ever met.
Bob does not remember that night.
Yeah, was the Celtics game. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's funny how this all happened. We go to the Celtics game, right? And girlfriend's running crazy behind. She's like,
Your girlfriend or
oh,
Bob's?
No, my girlfriend.
Okay.
Better not be my fucking girlfriend.
Bob's
I'll slap
girlfriend
you in
was
your
running
mouth.
behind too. Love you, Summer,
get a
but
phone
she
call
was
real
late.
quick.
Ashley's taking
was,
forever. So how this happened, like I feel like life is all about like moments, right? And we walk in, and sure enough, we see you're like coming out of the men's room. You and I quickly dap up. If I had more time, I was gonna frame a picture, and I was
did
gonna
get the
start.
pic though, right?
I was gonna start this episode by being like, Bob, picture this, and pull out a photo of us.
Really?
Just framed. Didn't have enough time.
It's
But that's how I
amazing.
met you and Charles in that, and then to your point, Charles is like the ultimate connector, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean,
It's crazy that, like,
goat.
to be honest with you, like with what I've done and accomplished or whatever you want to say or whatever, is like, it is nuts to go to games. And like, I mean, last night, for instance, it's probably like every 5 seconds you walk from point A to point B to point B to point C, you get asked for a picture. And I'm
Yep.
like, I never would have been able to like fathom that would ever happen in my life. And it's like, I try and I've never ever once said no to a picture because I'm like, first of all, why the fuck is somebody taking a picture with me?
right.
Right? So I'm like, I can't say no to
Yeah.
it. But it does get to a point where it's like, it's especially sporting events when I go, because we do a football game a week.
Yep.
The NFL season, me and my girl, it's a fucking fun little thing we do because I don't think there's nothing better than sporting events.
Yep.
It's fucking, I love to
They're
gamble.
blessed.
Love to gamble heavily.
Yep.
But you get a lot of people that come up to you
We'll
and
get
shit
into
like that.
Yeah, 100%.
So like, I was just hoping, but back to my point is I was hoping that I never fucking leave anybody hanging.
I was telling Charles this on the car ride home yesterday from the Pats.
I left you hanging?
No. I think there's two, like how the internet portrays Bob to how at least my very quick interactions with Bob. Dude, I get goosebumps saying it. You're such a good dude.
I like that. I actually really do like that because it does fuck with your head because especially when I partnered up with the Nelk guys and all
Yeah.
that shit. We did all this shit before, blah blah, and it's you do get immediately because you're introduced to a new audience
Yeah.
and you get rocked.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's why I actually I post this thing whenever I'm like really like fucked up by all these comments and
Yep.
shit that come at me. I'm just like my head's spinning. I'm just like I always try to post this thing. Where were we when we first met and how did I react?
Right.
And because I always try and be a fucking good dude. I always
Yeah.
put any situation like I'm hosting the situation. I'm a fucking nobody. I fucking was born in Lawrence, Mass. I fucking went North Andover. I was doing zaps my whole life.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
running around like a chick with my head cut off.
Yep.
Did
Yep.
stupid videos on the internet.
Yep.
Joined in with a really good podcast. Started a podcast. And fucking that's it.
What was
So,
that? Where did you find your first viral moment when you were like, oh shit,
It was a play that I did. So I do all the sports commentating videos. It was when the guy ran to the side of the end zone, and I said leaped over the end zone, those pussies, and everybody fucking reposted and everything like that. I get sick and tired of talking about the same shit every time.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco one against the Dolphins though.
Joe Flacco was the number one video I think that I've ever done.
Yeah.
I think
What
it
was
was.
that? Explain that video, please.
So Flacco basically was in the shotgun formation, took the snap. You all right?
I just leaked because you started to do his voice and I wasn't ready for it. And
So he took the snap, he rolled to the
What,
right
yeah.
side, and there was a man by the name of Kiko Alonso who came around and ripped his fucking head off, and that's what I said. And in my popular
Horrible slide by Joe Flacco.
horrible slide.
And he
Jesus.
Yeah.
reaped not the benefits, the fucking
the complete
Yeah,
opposite.
complete opposite.
And so then I guess, yeah. I mean, dude, here's the deal. The videos that I do and I talk over are going to go viral anyway. So I just strap my voice to it. And so it kind of amplifies a little bit.
That night, though, was really interesting because you guys said what up, took a picture, and then my friends put me on to you.
Yep.
And I dabbed you up.
Yep.
Kind of like, I was like, yo, that's Kevin Cooney.
Yep.
And we walked out
Those
to
big
our
loser.
seats, and that's kind of what started. And my second text to you of all time was, Bob is in a verbal argument right now with Gary Payton, courtside.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 But you guys became friends after.
No,
those-
we didn't. Me and
Oh,
Peyton.
we did?
No, Gary doesn't fuck with me. I was hammered. I was
Trying to
hammered
save
that
that
night.
for
No, you don't have to save anything. This is,
right.
dude, I mean, there's no saving anymore.
Do you have a list? Do you have a list of people like you keep on your mind? You're like, don't fuck with them. I know like Portnoy does the champagne pop when someone's like comes to their demise. Does Bob has like a special zap he takes when someone like falls?
No, I don't really. Yeah, exactly. I have a 30 milligram Adderall that I put their name on, and then but the problem is I don't keep it on the wall. I take it, or at least I used to.
The Vyvanse.
No.
The big boys.
I fucking no. I have no people that I have a problem with right now.
Yep.
I mean, I actually have a couple. Obviously, any former partnerships that I was in that fucked me over.
Yeah.
Then I have a problem with them.
Yep.
But I always look at things like
life, though.
that's life.
Yeah.
It's business. So it is what it is.
I think people, at least my 2 cents on the internet, for you, it's like you're such a businessman at heart. And I think in the scheme of the internet, that gets like almost shunned or washed out. When people like, I think
I think I'm more of a talent than I am a businessman.
really?
Yeah. I think I'm more of a talent. I do better with infrastructure that
Yeah.
like, because I think that's the thing with me. The one thing that I missed on is not doing more deals because I was afraid of giving too much away, but then I got zero out of it because I
You're
didn't.
tough in negotiations.
But you were a big part of the network.
Well, I'm just like, I want $1 million every time. You know, and I'm like, I never
whole
get it.
firm
But I'm just like, all right, fuck it. Let's just keep asking until we get it.
If they agree with $1 million, he goes to $3 million.
Yeah, exactly. We just keep doing that.
field goal, yeah.
But you were a big part of the networking and getting like a lot of big names and stuff like that, right?
100%.
Like, that's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean. So
Yeah, I saw Four Guard put up that list, and there was a couple lists of names on that left that should have been moved to the right. I don't want to say
Really?
anything. Yeah. There was a couple that should have been moved. You know what I mean? But Mr. Four Guard
in the grass.
Yeah, no, we I mean at the end of the day with that, I came up to Kyle and asked him about doing a podcast. That was it. So I came to Kyle and said we should do a podcast together.
Was
And
that
he
in
said,
DMs? Like, how did you guys initially meet? Was that an event?
Sure, that'll probably all be public record soon. But I'm just kidding. Joking. Subtle joke.
Cracked another one.
Only joking.
Let's go.
No, yeah, no, I think that we always communicate through text and whatnot.
Yeah.
Kyle and I had a great relationship. I still have a great relationship with Kyle. I think that obviously he's business expanded to there's other parties involved now, so it's
Yeah.
not he's just the one calling all the shots.
Yeah.
So what happens when there's more parties involved? There's more people that have influence on
Right.
certain decisions that are being made. And so, they obviously made a stern decision on stuff regarding me, and
Yeah.
that was that. All I know is this: at the end of the day, like nobody can say shit.
Yeah.
That's why I always look at like Nelk and all that, and all those guys. Like, bro, you can't say anything about me because like I fucking performed every fucking day,
Right.
and did everything and built that thing from the scratch with you guys. And everybody's like, well, it's like, all right, how much money did Bob make? Okay, great. Here are the
Yeah.
numbers. Where am I now? Not involved.
Right.
Where are you guys?
Right.
The show keeps going.
Right.
All right, not that fair.
When did you start to see things kind of fall apart internally there?
It was just, everybody was busy, but there was a lot of lack of communication.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I felt that I was putting in a lot of work, and there were certain things that I just wanted transparency on that I just wasn't given.
Yeah.
So that's really basically what it was. And so when I was asking for certain things and just really easy things that they just wouldn't be able to like provide any answer, and it'd be almost ghost mode, and I'd just be like, this is weird.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
And so it is what it is. I mean, it's business though, I
Yeah.
guess. So I guess I should have had smarter people in the room in the beginning when I first fucking did that deal. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I would
Yeah.
never, ever, 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 don't care what the circumstances are, allow, somebody's word.
Yeah.
His word, he gave me his fucking word. So
Right.
Right.
that's what it is. And that's just how I roll. But guess what?
Yeah.
I've learned the hard way. So now
Yeah.
ain't happening like that anymore.
Is it now like Kevin O'Leary style, like they're dead to you, or would you?
I mean,
ever,
well,
is
it
there ever
depends. So
an
when are we airing
amendment?
this episode? It depends, right? We're banking these things. Who the fuck knows? This thing airs.
You know what's funny about this?
one point.
Like to your point with the startup stuff.
Yeah.
If you were like, we can air this episode tonight, we would air it
I have
tonight. If
nothing
you
more
wanted
to say
wait,
about the Nelk shit. I really don't.
Yeah.
I have nothing more to say about the Nelk shit. it just is what it is. I just wish that they did the right thing.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. So I'll just keep on moving.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, let smarter people in the room handle this behind the scenes because I'm not involved anymore. I don't want to be involved anymore.
Yeah. What's the 2.0 version of Bob look like? Like,
I love this. Like, that's why, like, dude, I get so. That's why anybody asks me pretty much. I can't do all of this shit because then you just dilute yourself and you look like you can't be doing. Although I could take the opposite approach, just do every podcast in the world is asked and just do like 20 hours a day and just do every fucking podcast.
Right.
Because they're fun. I love just sitting in the room and just shooting this shit. I mean, because some of my favorite interviews I've ever done was just like Tyson talking about like fucking aliens and fucking. And it's like you're just sitting in the room with really cool, influential people, and whether they're not at that level or whatnot, it's just like it's an open, safe space where anybody can say what they want.
Exactly.
And that's why I love doing what I do. So I mean, Bob 2.0 is I think that like I have a talent to be able to interview people, just like obviously everybody does in this room, except for Chizzy. But you know, he
has other talents.
He has other talents. He's behind the scenes.
Endless talents. That
This
guy.
is rare, man. This is my first time on camera.
Really?
Kind of.
Me and you next to each other. What better way?
Yeah.
How did you guys meet? How did this relationship?
No
happen?
clue, but I don't remember.
My business partner and one of my best friends, Chase Winovich, we were doing a video. It was like top 10 moments of his career leading up to when he got drafted by the Patriots. And then he had this one clip of him. There was this game. He was a quarterback in high school. He had 5 touchdowns as quarterback. But anyways, his 6th touchdown of that game, he had a punt block and returned it for a touchdown. And so he picked up the blocker, threw him into the punter. Yeah, so I thought it'd be a great idea editing that video to fucking get Bob to do a voiceover. So we were DMing like crazy. We actually DM'd Steiny. And
Steiny.
fucking Bob got back, did the voiceover. It's fucking hilarious. We should get it
I
up.
actually did it.
Yeah, you did.
That's a
Yeah.
rare
Let's
thing.
go.
So that's what started our relationship. And then he was on Cape Cod, and I kept DMing him like, yo, we gotta link up. We gotta link up. So I fucking met him.
The Sharks.
Yeah.
Hey, rip that cotton candy, Boomer.
I got to take one more before.
I met him.
I know.
There's a pot over there, you know?
I met him at the.
Sir.
I drove up to this is prime pandemic. I drove up to the port in Harwich.
Yep.
And we met, and then the day after, fucking, he's like, "Yo, I gotta do this video with Axe Sharks. I'm going out to fucking catch sharks with this guy Axe Sharks. If you haven't seen him, he's fucking insane."
Yep.
And
I think
we
I've seen the rough
that was
cut.
it. We did a whole vlog. It hasn't released yet. It should.
You guys
It's
do whatever
fucking
you want
awesome.
with that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the most amazing day ever. He caught a shark.
Yeah.
I'm into like see, that's why I wish we had
Adventurous?
weed, because like when you
Weed.
smoke weed and you get really high sometimes, you have deep, crazy
Yep.
conversations about things.
You're
Like, I'm-
very heavy in the weed game, right?
somewhat. You know, we have our stuff that we had launched before, these little pre-rolls, so we're waiting for more products to come out and all that stuff. I don't need to talk about that just because it's not happening
Ripper
right now.
reviews.
But at the end of the day, the shit that I love is you guys ever go on and watch like alligators killing things or like
yeah.
snakes?
Animal Planet.
Yep.
Well, not Animal Planet. You got to go a little dirtier because
gotta
Animal
get the
Planet
dark
doesn't really.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
The dark web.
Yeah. Animals attack.
Rip his head off.
compilation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Animal Planet's not showing like a little chicken like
Right.
squeaking and getting thrown in like an anaconda pit.
We're getting way graphic with that. So that's what we're into then.
I'm not like some Jeffrey Dahmer motherfucker, but I'm saying like I
No, not a
do
problem.
for some
That show's
reason
fucked.
it's just the circle of life, I guess, right?
Right.
So, but then you read like I go on these like I just spent before I came here. I spent 2 hours in my hotel room watching. I was looking at like the biggest anacondas, in the
And
world.
especially when you're stoned.
And was that video
That is
just,
just different.
of you in the mirror? You were just like,
Yeah.
oh, that's me. That's
That's exactly
got it.
what it was. You know, I can have summer in here if you need it.
Whoa. Whoa.
You need a. But the
Jeez.
problem is you got to learn how to use the anaconda.
Right. Because your anaconda don't want none, hun, I believe.
Unless you
Yeah.
got buns on.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. So you got to learn how to work the anaconda. That's basically what it is.
People said
such a
Bob fell
turn.
off. I couldn't disagree
No,
more. All
never
right?
fallen
Bob
off.
is back with
I mean,
vengeance.
you know me, I'm sneaky. I'm coming in hot. And I think actually what I want to do is I might start a gator farm.
Get out of here, really?
I don't know. Like sometimes people come to me for like
Chomp,
investment
chomp.
opportunities.
Gator King.
Yeah.
Like investment opportunities, different places I want to put. Like, hey, Bob, you want to build this like golf simulator thing? It would fit good. You want to like
Yep.
do this, do that, do that. I'm like, eh. But then like some guy hits me once in a while out of the fucking Midwest is like, dude, I got.
So where did that stem from? The gator thing? Was it just getting stoned, watching these gators
No,
rip
because
these
I wasn't even
things
a big
apart?
weed smoker until after the Tyson. After I smoked with Tyson, that's when it kind of opened
What
my
year
eyes.
was that?
Right.
Probably, I don't know, 8 months ago.
Okay.
Hey man, rip
Wow.
this joint. You
That's
know.
like relatively.
I smoked with Tyson a lot. We smoked at the wedding together. Mike's the fucking craziest man. Mike
Is that the highest you've ever been? In that
highest I've
interview?
been was that interview that I said with me and Mike in the podcast room. I mean, I've called like, when I get high, I'm like 80% of the time calling 911.
Really?
Yeah, I've had like emergency paramedics at my house, at fucking hotels in Vegas, everywhere, just coming, and I get like so high to the point I think I'm dying, and I'm like,
eyes.
fuck, I can't
His
do
eyes
it.
go
No,
out.
it's not my
That's the
eyes, it's my
eyes.
heartbeat. I feel like my heart's beating out of my chest.
Like, is that like anxiety? Is that like
Yeah,
weed
it's
is like
definitely
anxiety
tied.
related?
I think
Yeah,
if I smoke too much or cross the line, I think all the demons and all the fucking crazy shit and all the anxiety just comes to the surface, and then it's all like everything. I'm aware of everything.
yeah.
Right.
And then I'm just like, oh,
You ever see Lucy? You ever see that movie?
no.
Lucy is it's on Netflix. It's a drug you can take where you know how like allegedly we use X amount of percent of our brain. This drug gives you
Oh, it's
full
like
access.
Limitless.
Boom.
Yeah, Limitless.
Gives you access to
Sounds a
your whole
lot worse
brain.
than Limitless here. Lucy, what the fuck is Lucy?
So it's
Lucy.
a chick.
Might be your next thing.
You should Gator Farm and then finding out whatever this.
So you got to pop a Lucy and you come into Gator Farm and you get fucked up and go watch fucking eat chickens.
Like she can see life grow. Like if this was a real plant, she'd be able to see life actually growing through it, like the water from the roots.
I never got that. I
wild?
never got that because we do an ongoing topic on our old show used to be about DMT and taking all that. I don't think I could ever do it.
Well, what about shrooms?
Never try.
done
I microdosed like to the smallest, teeniest amount once.
So I've taken shrooms and like.
My mother listens to this, Colin.
Well, so does
Jesus
mine. So weird.
Christ.
But like,
Listen,
I've
if you're
been
gonna get
there.
any further up,
Yeah, you get
I've
it.
been there, and
you got to
I
just sell
was-
your soul to the devil.
I was tripping. I was tripping so hard. I was looking up at these light posts, and I swear to God, I saw like the beams of energy going from light post to light
Some
post.
Lucy shit, I'm telling you.
It might have been. I also took like well over an eighth of shrooms, and
Is
I
that
was
enjoyable?
so.
If you can-
It
if you
depends
can
on who
calm-
you're with.
Yeah, exactly. If
Be
you can
with the
calm
right people,
down,
right?
it's fucking awesome.
Be with the
You've
right
done it?
people.
Yeah, you seem like a closet mushroom guy.
Yeah, I love mushrooms.
Don't
Really?
do it
Yeah.
with someone who's not doing it. That's also a big thing. That's what I've learned. Like if you're in a room and three of your boys
like
are doing
drug
it, but one
corner.
of your boys is just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna
You can
smoke.
do it for the party side, but then you can also do it to like
To really get fucking wild.
but like find some answers, get creative. My buddy, we went down. We were at the Logan Paul Mayweather fight, and he had a bunch of these shroom chocolates in his pocket and put them in his shoe. So like fucking both shoes filled with like 10 chocolates each, and he forgot about them because he was already tripping balls.
Assume they melted.
And
Stash.
he's in a suite with Gronk. No, not Gronk. Sorry, Camille Kostick, MGK, and Megan Fox, and fucking. Out of nowhere, sees his white sock is getting is chocolate melting. He's like, holy shit, they like melted in my soul. Next thing you know, the whole night, MGK and Megan Fox are fucking just ripping out of the shoe.
Really?
Yeah.
Sucking on the sock.
Yeah,
Wow.
the mushroom shoe. We
See, they
stood
drink
the
blood,
mushroom
the two of them.
He like framed the soul.
Really?
Yeah,
See, the two of them drink each other's blood, which is
Is that something where they ever confirmed they drank each other's blood?
I saw it in an interview. So
He's got
Yeah,
a
but you saw it in
Hulu-
interviews.
there's a picture too.
He's got a Hulu documentary.
I read it on
where they like.
Wikipedia.
I guess it's like a. I think it's more of like a sex thing. It's.
I
Like
think
a-
mushrooms are the fucking future, though.
really.
I
Yeah,
think,
I think so,
in
too.
2-3 years, you're gonna have like just like cannabis cocktails are
Yeah,
coming
they're
out.
legal
Hillside.
in fucking
Yeah,
what,
Denver,
like- yeah.
San Fran.
You
yeah.
can have a certain amount on you, which
Yep.
where it's fine.
100%.
I'll be off that train.
Yeah.
Not in it.
Not a,
won't
not a
be on
big
it?
one.
See, I've never tried it either. We have like drug corner here, and then there's like sober alley.
No, this is still this is like sober alley, non-drug corner, and like don't even fucking know. Like
Speaking
sometimes,
of which, can I
yeah,
let me
you
just
gotta-
real quick? I'll give it right back.
yeah,
God.
no, it's just
Over
really
here.
just no. I just couldn't. I don't like the feeling of like not having control.
Yeah.
So that's my thing.
Right.
I don't like to not have control.
Yeah,
See, I didn't feel like that when I did it. I knew I had control. It was more so like just everything was intensified. Everything you look at,
What about
everybody
sex?
you talk to. I haven't had sex on shrooms yet. I don't. So
That's
anybody? Let's go around the room. Anybody?
So you haven't done this. You have no opinion on this. You haven't had. You
Sex on shrooms is fantastic.
Really?
Really?
Who's
Tell
the
us
girl?
everything.
Can't say
I feel
that.
like it's one of
I mean,
those
it's a
drugs.
no
to
filter
where
fucking thing. I didn't come on here to fucking beat around the bush.
it might be one of those things to where it might ruin sex after. That's what
Boston's
I
a
would
small
think.
town.
Oh, that would make sense.
You know what I mean? Like it's so crazy on shrooms that like sex off shrooms now it's like almost ruined sex for you. Unless, I mean, let me know.
I've heard that about Molly.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, Molly, absolutely. I've done
If
Molly
you-
once
if
in my
you have
life.
sex
See,
on
I've never
Molly-
done Molly.
If you have sex on Molly, then next time it's like
What's the?
fucking rough.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's
Here we go.
what?
And that's the trip. It's like a doctor. Then we find our answer.
Wow.
Bang.
No,
There it
for
is.
real though. That's actually what happened.
Okay.
My sex game, since taking Molly and Whistler, has never been the same.
That's what it was then. It was the Molly.
How far are
What
we
is
going
Whistler,
back?
by the way?
Whistler is in Canada. It's a
yeah.
beautiful ski resort. It's amazing.
Oh,
I thought it
took
was a
Molly.
drug,
I
too.
met my girl there that night. Actually, I took Molly first time ever, first and only. Met her, and fucking so fucked up. Ended up moving in with her for 6 months, and we had a relationship.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Molly.
Are you saying you're
Hell of a drug.
Yeah, I think we're on it right now. Yeah, I think we got a microdose.
This is
Holy
great.
hell.
We
Yeah.
should have.
Are you saying
And
your
I
sex life
pounded
has
the
declined
shit out of
since?
her that night, and I remember like it was yesterday.
No
It's
limits.
never been the same since.
Did you say
It's
it's
never been the same
Like
since.
in No Limits.
That's what it was. That's it.
We really connected the dots there. That was pretty good.
No, that was
you
actually
go.
a real realization moment. I don't really have a
Right.
lot of realization moments. That was a
go.
realization moment right there.
Yeah.
Bob,
I've never been able to.
Because that's
pound
what
a
I
girl
thought
since.
about shrooms.
did you
but
say
apparently it's Molly.
It's a downward peak since? Really?
The only time I've done Molly was at a Fish concert.
Really?
And then
How
out of
did that
nowhere,
go?
It was like the redo of their New Year's concert.
Yep.
And fucking their New Year's concert is 6 hours long. So it's
Jesus
3
Christ.
sets. And then out of nowhere, this like massive whale. It's just float. I gotta show you guys the video of this after. Massive whale.
Is
just
Fish still
float-
relevant?
Yeah. Big time.
Really?
That
Because they had a lot
jam-
of. They had a
Especially
lot
if
of
you're gonna do
people.
Oh my
Molly.
god, they sell
I'm a
fucking
big Lil
tickets
Wayne
on the
guy,
business side.
you know,
They sell fucking
so-
tickets.
They really do.
Yeah.
Really?
They could do a 14-night MSG run.
That's you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Just like the Grateful
Really?
Dead. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm kind of like a jam
Really?
deadhead. Yeah.
That's see. I'm
That's
cheesy.
yeah.
cheesy. Dude, yes. Dude, you two have a ton
I like
of stories
this.
together. What's
I know. What's the wildest?
Yeah, what's-
wildest night out?
Oh, we had a gambling night one night that I told about. I was playing online casino.
It was
I
just a
won't-
casual dinner. We were just catching up. This is kind of recent.
You can tell it.
I mean,
Let's go.
Don't put dollar amounts in it, and don't put where we were
long
playing.
Just all
story
the
short-
sex and drugs leave in.
long story short, I had a meeting on Cape Cod at like 9 a.m.
This is what I regret.
and we just got fucking dinner that night, and Colin was there, my
Yep.
Colin, and shout
Your
out Colin,
Colin.
and got dinner, and it was like a Tuesday night, so he was kind of trying to go out, so
Yep.
we were trying to find something, nothing was hitting, and we went back to Colin's apartment at the time, and then slots
Jesus?
till fucking.
Oh, you can tell better than that. Chiz.
I can tell it, yeah.
Like, give us the. Give
So
us
basically,
You're
what happened
intercepted.
was
Yeah.
I was like, all
Take it
right,
over.
fuck
I
it.
kind of suck at this.
You're great.
No, you're great.
You're great. You're just setting up. You teed me up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
So basically, what
assist.
happened was I was at the point where I was taking Adderall.
Yep.
And Adderall was very bad for Bob. And Adderall has been very bad for Bob. I
love
actually
the
have
third
the
person
world
time.
record of most zaps taken in a 24-hour period. I also may have beaten David Blaine's record for staying up most amount of nights, or whoever the fucking guy is that has the record, because of zaps. I've changed that. I'm not on
4.5 days?
zaps. 4.5 days was my record. 4.5 days.
Beat that, David Blaine.
That's pretty crazy. David Blaine can fucking shoot ice cubes out of his asshole. He can fucking swallow fucking
You can't
nails.
stay up 4 days.
That was-
David.
you know.
right? Like Bob can.
No,
David
but it was
Blades.
bad. So, but anyways, we went to the apartment and I was like, yeah, you guys want to gamble? And I'm like, all right, I'm going to start off with X amount of dollars. The dollar number that I'm not naming is actually
Right.
relevant because it makes the story better, but you'll get the gist if you understand. Just
Call it $10.
no.
Did it look
was
like a
not.
phone number?
It's there.
If you would have called my cell right now, what's the number kind of similar?
Yeah. Take out the area. Take out the area code. Take out the area code.
Okay, no area code.
Take
Yeah,
out
that's a
take out the
perfect-
area code.
Okay.
The
So-
original number he 12x'd. Let's
So
just put that out there.
we had
Let's fucking
so
go.
sad, very hard killing story. So yeah, I just decided, guys, let's just try and double our money. Let's put on one phone number, or let's put on 4 phone numbers.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
onto this thing and try and double our 4 phone numbers.
Next thing you know, it's like
Jesus.
4 in the morning.
And next thing you know, I said we lost a couple things on the machines.
Just a little.
And I
bit.
said, you know what, boys, this is your apartment, right? I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving
I'm not fucking leaving.
until I take this thing to 6 phone numbers.
Damn.
Fascinating.
And I said, well,
What game are you playing online right now? This is going down.
Basketball boomers, cotton candy boomers.
Boomerang.
Dude, it was boomerangs were flying out of the windshield wipers. It was fucking
It was
like
fucking Christmas.
double
We literally,
boom.
Colin had ox and he was putting on like
It was so bad. I mean, dude, I'll just tell you this: the highest
We
jackpot
had
I ever
Jingle
won
Bells
was
on repeat for
$34,000,
fucking
and
2
we
hours.
weren't satisfied.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
actually.
enough.
And after my meeting at 10 a.m. when I got out of the 9 a.m. on the Cape,
Yep.
So bad.
He FaceTimed me. He's still fucking going at it.
It's-
10 a.m.
it's-
And I
Christ.
almost, and the thing is, I rallied it back from the 4 phone numbers
Yep.
to get it to high just before 6 phone numbers. And I would stop at 6 phone numbers.
See,
And I was close to, I was high 5 phone numbers. And called Chizzy FaceTime and said, "This is where we're at, motherfucker. It's been 17 hours. You're at work. I got
Damn.
this."
And you're seeing through walls at this point.
I can't even
Right.
communicate. There's a
Yeah.
guy
He was
like that I don't
right
even know.
there.
There's a guy in his apartment I don't even know being like talking about like a bike rally race he's doing in like a marathon. And he's like, "So
Yeah.
how should I run like the first 6 miles?"
My
I'm sitting there like
CFO.
click, click,
Oh,
click,
yeah.
click,
Yep.
click, click, click. And I just went whatever. And then it ended up I lost the 5 phone numbers, high 5 phone numbers down to 0.
Jesus.
see, do you want to talk about rock bottom?
Yeah.
Me and Kev went to the casino. I lost $150 on roulette. I was fucked for the week.
That was a half,
talk about what you wanted. There he is. I see that.
yeah, that was a half of a spin. for what we were doing.
$150. I was
And we were
fucked.
spinning every 1 second?
Yeah.
That was the
every 1
second
second.
time I ever met you.
You came in that day.
Exactly.
No, that was not the day.
What?
It was
That
the
was not
multiple
the day.
days?
It
We've
was-
had 2 sessions.
Yeah, we've had 2
But
sessions.
the second session wasn't bad.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That's when you came in.
Second session was like 4 phone
Yeah.
numbers.
But it was crazy because I walk in, right? Very violently new to this whole
You can
life.
come clean
Right,
to,
right.
Yeah.
I walk in and Bob is over here with the laptop Chromecast of the TV. And Colin is doing the
Zapped
spins
out of my
for
mind.
Bob.
By the way, this is only because of
like
Adderall.
3 times
Adderall,
on
by
a
the way,
Tuesday.
Adderall is a bad drug. It increases everything, including any addiction, gambling addiction, all that stuff, which I have. So we need to just no more Adderall. I've
more
decided to
than
have
stop
that running like the
First
small
one about
text
Ricky
on the
Bobby.
screen, like
Exactly.
an ad.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in
That
there.
was this, and granted for you, that was like nothing, like a no big deal moment. I'm sitting there watching Bob, not even spin. He's telling his Colin next to him,
Yep.
spin on the computer for him. And I think you went down a couple, not even a couple phone numbers. We're talking like
3, 4 phone.
maybe like the end of your social. You know what I mean? Last 4 of your social.
Yeah, you last 4
That's
minutes.
not
or so.
bad.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not bad.
But on a Tuesday afternoon, I'm like,
Right?
wow. I was like, Bob is out of here. So your risk tolerance is just through the roof.
Kind of warned you too.
No,
before
the
you
thing-
know, I was like, you're not going to believe what you're
Yeah, but the
walking
thing
in on.
is, like, you have to understand, I have 0 desire. All my addictive personalities, they all go nowhere. I can't gamble. I do not gamble. Truthfully, I swear on my life, if I'm not taking Zaps. If I take
Really?
Zaps,
I love the
if I
Zaps.
take Adderall, if I take Zaps, I
That's what
can't.
triggers it.
I am like, if I don't take
go.
it, there's no interest. Like I don't even like even like the other day, like betting on a game like last night. Like I'll just bet like $500 in the game, Monday Night Football,
Yeah, it makes it
Yep.
fun.
whatever. But like,
What did you
know,
take last night, by the way?
I got
Jesus
murdered everywhere.
Christ.
I mean, well, that's
He,
It's a
actually
different.
he summed it up on his
'cause-
story. I fell for the same trap. We bet with our heart.
Right. What you? Come on
Yeah,
now.
I
I
can't
still
get
like the
emotional
Pats.
in business.
Mac
you
Jones.
know?
I still like
Well,
the
it's
Pats.
Zappy hour now.
But the thing is this, you never know when this episode is going to air here and whatnot. So
Yeah.
whatever it is, but at
Right.
the end of the day is Monday Night Football when the Bears played the Patriots, I got destroyed.
Yeah,
That's
I would
yeah.
imagine.
That's tough.
One last Bob and I story. One of my favorites. First, like prime pandemic. He used to stay at the Whitney Hotel. Shout out to
Oh,
Whitney.
man.
And he used to just book out a room for like 2 weeks and just get fucking mangled. But anyways,
yes.
he calls me on like a Monday night. It's like fucking 9:30. I'm about to go to bed. Just smoked a joint, and he's like, "Yo, come over. We're drafting a football team." And fucking, I'm like, fuck it.
Jesus.
So I come over, and next thing you know, we got Johnny Manziel on FaceTime and fucking Sean Oakman.
It's not a
And,
bad
like,
phone call
fucking
at all.
legends.
This was
Just
the-
That's when we
drafting.
put together the FCFL league.
Yeah, we
Yep.
put together
That was
the
basically
whole
how the FCFL.
FCFL.
We built the
zappers.
FCFL
We
league
built the whole
on
team.
Zaps that night.
Yeah.
So the Arena Football League
And,
was
like-
nothing until we fucking came in, stepped in. I mean, they had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Weird, like hotel mini bottles of whiskey, and just downing those.
were
and, then,
pounding them.
and then
Jesus
somehow on
Christ.
a Monday night, like fucking turned into like 12 people there. Pretty funny.
Yeah, I smoked that. It
Are
was a
you
nice
still
little-
involved in that? Is there like
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
other
we're in
season
year
of that?
3, so they're going to football, basketball now, and it's going to be a whole new fucking thing. I don't
Yep.
fucking know.
Yep.
Fair enough. I don't know how much you want to get. I heard something when I saw a video with you, and it was like something about like the R-rated sports cast.
Yeah, I'd love to
That's
do
his
that
whole-
still. I'd love to do that. That's what I do. I do a lot of commentary stuff. So I'd like to do is it's like here's the deal. It's basically what Pat McAfee's doing now.
Right.
So Pat's doing the side by
guy.
side. Right. Love Pat too. Pat's doing the side by side shit where he's doing the fucking shit where he's talking next to like Manning and all that.
Right.
It's an alternative broadcast, right? So they're still brand friendly. They're still on ESPN. They're still in the nation. You know, there's Pat's sitting next to the fucking game. He's talking about college football and all that. So like I want to do something, but with me. But I shifted more towards like I want to do this animated show. That's my baby. So that's what I'm very passionate about is doing the animated show. I think I can create the next Family Guy.
And that's awesome.
think
You
get
need
too.
a name for
Totally.
your animated show.
What is it called?
I mean, it's a name I'm working, Bob. Cooney
big.
Tunes.
Picture
Cooney
this.
Picture
Cooney
this.
Tunes.
You watch,
Naming lights.
you know, you watched Looney Tunes as a kid.
Yeah.
Cooney
Question
Tunes.
is this though. You know what? I have a lot of people I talked about earlier. A lot of people come in, say, or not even come to me, come in anywhere. They have a good name for something, but what is the name going to do? What is Cooney Tunes? What's the difference between what's the difference between Cooney Tunes and fucktart?
Basically, get fucked.
Well, yeah.
So what's the,
Kevin, let's
Cooney
put-
Tunes, no
let's-
good fuck.
let's
But
put
yeah,
you-
Kevin, that's fine. Yeah.
Did I say that?
I
That
didn't
was-
even, that was his. He
Kevin, let's
said
put
you should do.
Let's put you on the spot here. Like Cooney Tunes, go in. Like we're fucking
Picture
Us
Us
capitalists.
Cooney Tunes.
yeah.
Hear me out.
yeah.
It would be, but here's my thing with Cooney Tunes. I have two sides of it. I have like a nephew, firstborn of the family. There's like the appropriate Cooney Tunes, but then I
want
think
that
like
beer?
to your point,
I'm going
like
to smoke every single beer on this table.
that one's you and the
last beer,
not
unfortunately.
even unlatched.
It's all right. We're good.
You have
Are
it.
these all empty?
No.
Do we smoke
I don't be careful off of Cooney Tunes. I have a bad habit of leaving half grenades.
Oh my wounded soldiers.
Wounded soldiers. I really am the worst at that. So you'll see. You'll probably feel.
This is somebody. I
actually,
haven't
there's
been
a full
doing-
one right there for
I
you, Bob.
haven't been drinking pumpkin.
You two are something
This is
else.
somewhat of a
I
wounded.
did a pretty good job. I love drinking. I fucking love it. I don't mean to cut off Cooney Tunes. I love drinking.
We don't have to go to Cooney Tunes. That was a stupid idea. Back to you. You were saying something about drinking. I know.
Talk about drinking.
Listen. So Cooney Tunes is just a name that you created.
Just
I would just do this.
yes.
I'd figure out a little bit more of the behind the stuff, but
Yes.
I would patent that Cooney Tunes. Make sure you protect that Cooney Tunes name.
TM.
TM.
Just that's what I would do. And
like
then
it.
I would go from there.
I like it.
I wouldn't rush into going into the whole town and telling everybody like I got this great thing, Cooney
Yes.
Tunes. So the guy, the smart guys in the room will say, "Well, what the fuck's behind it?" And you'll
Yeah.
be like, "Cooney
They're
Tunes."
gonna be like nothing's behind it.
Back to
right?
drinking, actually.
Yeah.
So I
like
would,
that. That's
I would
actually
just,
great advice.
I would just take care of that Cooney Tunes name. I'd protect it at all costs.
Yep.
Make sure nobody else can get it. So when you're ready to fucking rock, you're ready to rock. And
See,
you protect it.
You're a businessman.
go.
at heart.
Oh.
You know?
That's what I would do.
And now,
Actually,
now
into segue into actually one of Kevin's businesses. Now you're off the Zaps. He's
Yeah.
got a coffee company.
I saw that. I actually wore your jacket. You came over.
Dangerously
Yes.
caffeinated.
I love that.
I've never given up a jacket so fast. Bob literally goes, "Sweet jacket." And I go, "This thing? This
It's
is your
sitting.
jacket
It's sitting.
actually now."
You know, it's funny. It's sitting in my. It's still sitting in my. My because usually I usually take clothes. I just leave them places and all that because I'm ADHD and fucking whatever. But I have kept that jacket. It's in my place. I like the jacket.
Bad, Bob.
You did a good job with the merch
Thank
and all
you.
that stuff. So the coffee company. Why that space though? It's the coffee space. Why does it interest you?
So it's interesting.
It's like the beef jerky. It's like the fucking.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Any idea I've ever come up with, it's obviously besides Cooney Tunes, has never come from me. Dangerously caffeinated was a slogan I would do on social media that like caught fire. So I would end each video by saying, "Let's get dangerously caffeinated." People in the comments were like, "Love it. Let's wear it." Merch is easy to figure out. And then people were wearing the merch. And then I respond to every DM, every comment on TikTok.
Yeah, you got it in the beginning stages.
Yeah, exactly.
TikTok,
Like,
I've never responded or looked at anything. I don't know how that works, but I remember in the whatever stage you're probably at or whatever, I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
you're at. But I'm saying you got to respond to everybody.
Yeah,
every single
100%.
human being possible. I still respond to every DM possible. Go ahead.
so that, to your point, that's exactly what I did. So any advice they would give, merch, dangerously caffeinated, all the merch ideas came from them. They wanted snapbacks, they got it, hoodies, crew necks. Then the coffee was like, people were like, we say dangerously caffeinated, we're wearing dangerously caffeinated. Is this, can we drink dangerously caffeinated? And I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
hello.
drink dangerously caffeinated.
Yeah.
So we found a roast master up in New Hampshire who imports all the beans from Brazil. And then boom, dangerously caffeinated was born. You'll love this, just like startup culture. We live right in the North End, little 1-bedroom. We do all the shipping and logistics all out of our kitchen.
Yeah, of
Like-
course you do. That's amazing.
Like early days, yeah, like our date nights, for example, are like us literally bagging
There's like
coffee
there's
and,
yeah,
like-
that's what I used in my merch
Yeah.
stuff when we did the merch at the beginning. I gotta get back into that, but all the merch stuff in the beginning. I remember my apartment, my place in LA was just
Your merch
fucking-
is fire.
I don't.
I still have
Dude,
my
it's so
Stay
funny.
Zapped
I'm missing.
Let's go.
I'm missing so much in the merch stuff. I mean, I have fuck ton of money.
We'll talk after this.
First couple of years doing merch.
What do you focus on now? Like
Nothing.
Really?
I'm off the grid.
Just taking a
Nothing.
complete.
Yeah, nothing.
I like that.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
You're
I don't-
moving to a new location.
No, I just don't give a fuck about anything.
Yep.
I'm moving to Boston. I'm chilling, and then I'm gonna ramp back up.
I feel like you've always wanted to come back here, though.
I always want to come back
Yeah.
here. Family's here. Family's very important to me. So like,
Yeah.
I'm
Are
somebody
they all still in Lawrence?
all in Newburyport.
Nice.
So they're all in the same
Nice.
area and whatnot. So I just want to always be. My thing is always be close to family. The problem is, now I got the girl here. She's like, "What the fuck am I doing here? I can't even look outside. It's fucking cloudy as fuck." I'm like, "I know, honey. All right, the swimsuit fucking thing might
LA
be on
weather
hold for
over
me."
here, especially in the dead of winter.
Yeah, no
Great
shit.
story today. He's on Causeway Street. He's like beautiful fucking weather.
Yeah, fucking pouring
It's
rain.
fucking
Yeah.
No, but the
pouring
thing is, I love the cold weather. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I always love the
with
snow.
you.
I love.
Do you snowboard or anything
No,
like that? Or is
no,
it just
I'm
you
the
love
guy
cold
drinking
weather?
in the bar in the fucking
Dude,
lodge.
there's something
like
about
that.
Boston, man. Like, I've been
100%.
on the road a bunch the past year, and if I'm gone somewhere at least a week,
Yep.
I gotta get back.
I mean, look
Yeah.
at dude. I've done every fucking thing in the world. I've
Yeah.
connected with every big motherfucker you ever meet, from the president of the United States all the
Yeah.
way down to the fucking lowest of the low. And I've dealt with every motherfucker to fucking everywhere.
You didn't have to do that.
I've had.
You didn't have to go.
No. I didn't point lowest low to you guys. There's actually one podcast across the hall in Heigelzapp's office. That's actually has one. Then you guys are there.
fucking
No,
go.
But no, I'm kidding. But they, yeah.
out,
So I've
Scott.
fucking done.
Man.
I've done. I met everybody in the
You've done
world.
it. Yeah,
I've fucking
you've
zapped
climbed
my
the
way
peak.
through the past 6 years. So I've fucking literally slow down, chill 30 days, and fucking zinc back into the fucking. I'm gonna go crazy in fucking
Pump for the show. Dude.
15 more days.
So you'll
15 more days.
stay. You'll live in Boston.
What I'll do is this. This is the thing. When you're in a relationship, right? So what I was
we go.
doing is I was running around aimlessly like a fucking maniac.
Yep.
Taking zaps, but getting shit done. Being with every fucking person you could even imagine.
Right.
From top to bottom, celebrity, fucking whatever,
Right.
and my phone and my fucking DMs and my fucking whatever, having dinner with, whatever. I needed to, after meeting my girl, provide a place to actually, because she
home
went
base.
on the road with me for everywhere, right?
right.
So we were all on the road.
was
She's like,
going.
I can't take this anymore. She's like, she's hot. I don't think I can do better. So like, I got to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
I love the honesty though.
I don't
really
think I
do.
can do better.
Yeah.
We love Summer.
But I do love Summer. Like,
Yeah.
I love her. She's amazing.
You like genuinely love her.
I genuinely love her.
Yeah.
Of course I do.
I get a lot of heat
fam.
on the internet
Yeah.
for not proposing yet.
Yeah.
Oh my god, your
so we're
TikTok the
going
other day
there.
was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, how do we
Because
do
I
that?
think Bob and
I
I
don't know
are
if he's seen that.
Is
but-
that in your future?
I don't know. I mean, I don't fucking know. I mean, I would do it probably for yeah, I'll probably do it soon. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll probably do. I want to do it because I'm always asking her. I'm like, I always hint at. I'm like, I asked her, because the girls are weird with rings and shit.
Holy
I'm always
right,
like, what do you want? So I did that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what do you want if you're gonna do this? If we're gonna do this, what do you want? She showed me like a circular ring. She's all in because trust me, I ran it by her multiple times.
Yeah.
So you're gonna say yes because I said if you ever fucking embarrass me, all right. We're going to the internet. We're going to the internet. If you ever fucking embarrass
love
me.
that.
So I said, prevent the damage here. Are we good?
Yes.
She's like, Bob, I would always marry you no matter what if you ask me. So I'm like, all right. So now it's about waiting at the right time.
Yep.
So
I was working
obviously-
on a
yeah.
potential game plan for you. Actually, in that office. I'm
Fenway
not
Park.
going to say it on here. Oh, all right.
No,
Hello.
you can talk about it because I mean, 100 things that
And
I talk
Keenan-
about normally don't happen. So go
Keenan and
ahead.
I were brainstorming that.
I want to do it during the game of the
Then you
week.
called
shit.
it off.
Oh,
I call it off.
Got
You
cold
were like,
feet?
just wait a couple
Well,
weeks.
cool,
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to do
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa.
game
Next
day
season.
I
proposal?
think that we're doing. Listen, we do the
Maybe center
football.
court at the Garden.
Center
You
court.
know what we
guy-
Back
do?
in
We
Boston?
get Emma from the Pats.
Wow.
50
Shout
yard
out
line.
Emma.
Emma, you were a legend.
really is.
Who's
Shout
Emma?
out Emma.
She's
Who's
the
Emma
one
from
that
the
like
Pats?
hooked us up Monday Night Football. She like hooked us up.
Actually,
with, like,
that's a great
everything.
segue. Kevin
Like-
was the honorary captain last night for the New England Patriots.
Flipping the fucking
Flipping the
coin,
this
dude.
guy.
Flipping the
Yo,
coin,
yeah.
bro.
Did I show you this?
No,
You
Can
were
I just
there.
make it? Can I make a point?
I didn't see that. That's
Can I make
fucking
a point?
amazing.
All the Patriots dapped you up, but Justin Fields,
Here's
dude,
the,
just he.
Dude, that's fucking amazing.
Fields also.
This
Come
is something. This is
on. Come on.
that's fucking.
You don't
Dude, it
actually
was
flip
awesome.
the coin, though. I will say the refs are pretty tight with the coin.
Dude, that's
toss.
pretty.
So did
that's
you
pretty
just-
incredible.
Did you just call heads?
You
were
know,
heads, right?
I was heads.
Okay.
You didn't
Well,
get to call the fucking.
You don't
Yeah.
call it. I said you. They.
But
the-
you had to tell Slater heads.
No, they don't. He says heads. I was like his son. I was like heads. Yeah. What he said.
Wait, so he whispers. Hold on, we got it back. This is
Yeah.
too cool
this
of a
is
moment.
sick.
There's a couple. If you swipe exclude the.
Yeah,
penis
this
pic.
is so cool. Why, whose dick is this?
Damn, Bob.
God
you're
damn.
home early.
Dude,
should be a
this is
couple of things in
amazing.
there.
This is fucking amazing.
Dietrich.
Dude, you're actually taking the moment up too. Your hands are in the air. You're
Number
fucking
44.
Oh, yeah.
getting ready.
Can we
Number
get it?
44. They're all
Menery
they're all
announcement?
dabbing. Oh, I want you cut it off. I want to see your dab moments with the fucking bears.
Bro, it is the most awkward thing. There's 3 bears, there's 3 Pats. I'm the 4th odd man
like,
out.
who's
You know when
this
your
white
teacher
guy?
was like, all right, class, pair up, and everyone pairs up and you don't have a partner? That's what it was like, Bob.
No one's shaking.
You
their
should have
hand.
put on like a helmet.
I know. So I didn't know that was
Did
happening.
the Bears have anyone?
They had no one.
Okay.
Nope.
No, the
3
Bears don't have
bears.
an honorary fucking captain
Yeah.
in fucking
Yeah,
enemy territory. Kevin, this is the coolest thing ever, man.
I was, my mom.
Who arranged that for you? Was it Chiz?
We'll hook you up with, her name's Emma.
I don't need Emma. I got the
Shout out.
President of the United States.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
you
joking. I'm
don't
joking.
need me,
I'm fucking
right?
with you. I need Emma actually really badly right now in my
That
life.
was great.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the coolest
And
thing
then
in the
shout out
world.
Gillette.
Shout
as
out,
well.
yeah, Gillette was a huge.
Kevin, this is
Shout out
so
Gillette.
sick.
right.
Some exciting things in the work with
That-
Gillette.
So if you
Yeah,
were single, what do you think this would have done to your pussy count?
Let's take. See, that's I like
And
you.
let's
Let's go.
Okay, you know when he was talking phone
Hell
numbers?
That's
Hello.
awesome. That's fucking
That
cool.
was, that was like pinnacle.
Dude, that's the
Like-
coolest moment. I actually don't think I've ever trumped that. That's fucking sick.
So sick.
It was
dude.
cool. It was a sweet I was telling Colin this on the phone this morning. I look at like folks like you. I was telling you this on the phone. Like you watch Mac Jones on TV, or you see Belichick, or anyone in that organization. But then to like be there in person, like you probably understand this most. You see whether it's the president or Post Malone, like whoever. But to see him in person, it's like, oh shit, everyone's just
A human
just a
being.
human. Like
Yeah.
we're all
Dude.
just humans. Like
Yeah.
even going out to the 50-yard line, I'm like, it's in my head. It's in like slow motion. I can like see every
You
moment.
gotta be freaking out, bro.
Yeah, I was. The camera guy's behind there, and he's like, dude. So I throw the hands up, and then I like just took it was probably a split second, but I just kind of like did a panorama just to like capture that moment. But I realized like, oh shit, like
We're here.
we're here.
Yeah,
So I don't
fucking
mean
here.
to call you off here, but
Is this back to the
who
post
wins
again?
the coin toss?
I am 0-1 on the
Oh
coin toss.
my
Patriots say
Man, that is
heads. You
brutal.
just put it in
That
that
was
fucking
it.
heads. You
That
don't,
was it.
Yeah,
you don't even have to flip it.
yeah.
You went, man. Well,
0-1 on the toss.
at the end of the day, I hope you get another opportunity. But at the end of the day, we look at now is that moment's gone. You're now 0-1.
Exactly.
How can you get back, and how can you build from that moment?
Exactly right.
You know?
And
Yeah, I
don't
think
bet
we're
on
gonna. I
Kev
think
if
we-
he's flipping the coin.
We'll go
No.
1-1. We'll go 1-1.
1-1. We might get back
Yeah.
out there. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think you just got to keep doing
So
these NFL
I'm-
appearances until you
Yeah.
get to like a win.
Yeah.
You're like Chicago Bears next week. Here he is. Tails. Fuck. All right, we're moving on now to the Tennessee Titans.
voices
And over 3, and we're moving on now to number 4. It's like we're gonna go down now because they won't have us anymore. We're going down to minor league baseball. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Pass
They
off.
flip coins in minor league baseball.
Nah.
No,
We might
no.
have to start that. We
Know
can
where
get you
can
in the
shine.
booth.
The
Hello.
FCFL.
The FCFL. Please, you can flip all the coins you want in there. Come on, whatever you want.
I think you got a real run at being the voice of the NFL. I think
I
this
don't
is-
know. I could never do. I know I could do. I know I could do professional commentary.
Yeah.
I believe that if I sat there, the thing is this though. This is the thing though. This is the thing.
Yes. Yep.
If I did do it, I would have to take a massive. All right, so I had to make life decisions lately. Okay,
He's maturing.
I had to mature.
Yep.
I'd have to drop my girlfriend. I'd have to take a 30 milligram ostrich zapper, 30 milligram salmon bomber Adderall. I would have to go inside that booth, and then I would be able to maybe deliver the best play calling
Yes.
that you'll ever see. You have Joe Buck, you have Jim Nance, you have so many
I
great
was just
names.
about to ask, what's your relationship with the booth community?
The booth community is great. Joe
Joe
Buck and
Buck.
I have played golf many times. I
Yep.
played golf with Joe.
Saw that.
Crazy thing playing with Joe is you're 20 yards ahead, walking ahead of the fairway. You just hear that voice.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, that's the fucking voice of Fox
That's-
football.
I know
Yeah,
that voice.
that's the guy.
I
And
know
I'm just
that
like,
voice.
and it's just he doesn't have like for me like when I talk I'm like, hey, what's going on, boys? How you doing? What's going on?
Yeah.
And then when I turn it on, I'm like, hey, boys, how are you? Good to see you. Obviously, a pleasure and honor to be here. It's great to see you. Jaguars and the Bears Monday Night Football. It is what a pleasure to be here. 32 degrees. That is right on the brink of freezing, and we might be working our way there. But Joe can constantly talk like that. And it's amazing to hold that voice.
That's his voice.
That's his voice.
That's fucked up. To be honest with you,
is
that's
crazy.
That's fucking incredible.
But there are different levels to broadcasting. Like you look at
Yeah.
every sport. If you look at baseball, baseball's different because baseball you can get away with easily. Baseball you can be like,
And here's the 3-2. That is high and outside for a ball. If you're just joining us, Johnson, who takes his lead at first, 2 home runs in the past 2 weeks for Johnson. And the man at second, Derek Jeter. Don't know why Johnson and Jeter are on the same team, but don't mind us here. And at the end of the day, we are back. But then you got to like
Hockey?
you go to
Can you do hockey?
Hockey is more like Doc Emmerich.
Yeah.
Doc Emmerich.
Let's go.
Emmerich. But see, the thing about Doc Emmerich must be literally ripping Adderall after Adderall,
here's Doc-
zap after zap, because he's like, fires Krejci along the right side, back to the boards, Johnson fires. Like he's got to be sitting there
so
like cracked
fast.
out.
You got to think though, hockey as a sport, that's got to be one of the tougher ones to call.
impossible.
As soon as they pass that over, and
You have
and
to
you're
know the
talking-
game
those
so
guys
well
big
inside and out
Dude,
of
not
hockey.
only the game, the fucking names, dude. You got the craziest fucking names.
What's the guy
in
in the
hockey.
Rangers? Zabana.
Pulaski over to Johnson, Johnson back to Jensky,
Back
fucking
to
Beluki.
Zibanejad.
Yeah, it's insane, and they go
It's insane.
fucking like lightning speed.
Yeah.
That's why I'd rank the hardest to do is hockey 1, and then probably football. No, hockey, basketball, football, baseball.
Yep.
Would be the hardest from top to bottom, coming from a man who's done
I'd
it
love
so
to
many
see
times.
you on Live Golf.
I was just about to say golf.
Yeah,
you
but
would
golf's easy
crush.
too. Golf, you can.
Sorry, but not to call about.
Golf's
but, like,
easy. Golf's easy.
Not to call about, but your Bryson DeChambeau voiceover.
Well, I just
what
feel
do
in golf what they do, Chiz, is they talk a little close to the mic, and they kind of like, this is what I think happens. I don't know. I've never been in the booth.
Here we go.
But they're just basically like, and 154 yards out for Bryson DeChambeau. He is elected to go with a pitching wedge here. Wind coming in just slightly from the right to left here is caddy, Mr. Jones. We're going to say it again. Don't know how. Once again, Jeter and Jones playing on the same team. And now Jones is now the caddy. We don't understand how that happens. But,
See,
and Bryson, that looks pretty good. That's going to be stuck to about 6 feet there for Mr. DeChambeau.
There it is.
And he is going, I think golf's easier because it's a little bit
golf almost gives me like an AM radio vibe, like that early morning show at 5 a.m. Like, and we're
If there's
back.
ever a Caddyshack remake, you gotta be.
Dude, but that's a
in.
talent.
I hit up John Daly. I hit up
Let's
John.
go.
So Jonah Hill is, I guess,
You did some
lead.
great shit with John Daly in the middle of the pandemic on the game show.
John's always been a good friend of mine, actually.
Great
One
guy.
time we went out with John after our show. The last man standing was John Daly. It was me
Really?
and the Nelk boys and John and all of us, and we all threw in the towel except for John, and John was sitting there like, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
You're all pussies.
He's a seasoned vet.
And he was like, let's keep going. And it was like 3 a.m. and we're just like, we can't.
we can't.
I'm like,
John
I'm
Daly's secret is he just has a drink in the morning, no matter how hard the night is. He
Really?
just has one drink.
A little
in the
hair of the
morning,
dog.
you
What
just keep
drink are
going.
we talking though?
Vodka soda, whatever.
Hello.
I don't
No,
know.
John is,
Something
what
hard.
does John drink? I
Jesus.
don't know John
Like a
drink.
soda
I can't-
splash of
yeah.
cram.
Yeah.
Cran.
That's if I'm switching.
Someone asked how he did
That's
it,
if I'm
and he was like,
switching.
I pour a drink in the morning and just keep going. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
a bad way to
I don't,
go.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could pull that off. Is that one of your craziest nights out with John Daly? It's gotta be like.
No, I've had insane shit. John was cool though. We went out, we played like it was just like John's like old school. John's like what do you want to do? It's like John's like, let's go to a dive bar. I'm like, perfect. That's what I love more than ever.
Yep.
Went to a dive bar, we just pounded beers till fucking 3 a.m. Like I said, we tried to go home. He's like, let's keep going. You're a pussy. I'm like, John, I'm not, but I gotta go. And that was it.
My mom's
way
calling.
out.
I gotta get out of here.
I was like, we gotta go, man. This is too much.
Speaking of which, though,
So-
even if you're back, we might have to have a Southie night. Like, just
You do
I
gotta
mean,
come out to Southie.
it is. We can do it the right way.
Shout
know what
out
I mean?
Mike Shaw, Bob
Yeah.
Duslov,
Seriously,
Lincoln.
we can
Yeah.
do it the right way.
Oh yeah, I love Lincoln.
He used to
It's one
bounce
Capo
over there.
So
Capo, Lincoln, that
Yeah.
whole strip of us.
Dude, so I started bouncing in Southie like senior year in high school, and it was Shaw there running everything. It was my older brother was working there, and from that point on, just bounced from like Loco, Hunters, like everything. And Hunters is brand new. What I'm trying to say is, we have a Southie night.
Yeah.
It's one of those nights. It's one of those nights.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'll fucking be there.
Thought about it.
Don't
and I'm
need
in.
much more sales. You know,
Do you like
you're
to?
good.
You like to drink?
Yeah, bro. I mean, twist my arm twice. I'm fucking in.
Tuesdays.
We were talking about this coming
Kevin,
over.
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So Tuesdays.
That's our night,
Here's the
dude.
funny thing about
Are we selling
Tuesdays.
Taco Tuesdays in this fucking podcast that we're at right now?
It is
think
Taco
we might have to
Tuesday.
go
It
to
is
Taco
Taco
Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It
I
is
know,
Taco
Taco
Tuesday.
really,
for
yeah.
sure.
Taco
Okay.
Tuesday.
Hey, one. That's it. If it's one more after that, fine. But that's it.
Yeah, that's
One more. That's it. That's the slogan.
You know what it
That's
is?
the slogan.
I drink a lot. You know, I went to the doctor for the first time.
Here we go.
Oh shit.
I went to the doctor for the first time
probably like 6 months ago for the first time in like 3 years. And you really are filling out that questionnaire where they really do ask you like, how many drinks do you have a day? The doctor asked me how many drinks do I have a day, and I was just brutally honest with him. I said like 14.
Is that a real number?
A light 14 though.
Is that bad?
It's not good, Bob.
What
It's,
drinks like 14 what?
I think
Why is everybody getting nervous?
14 beers, 14 vodka
No, I
sodas.
slow it down. When I
It's
got
a
my
little
girl-
different. If it's, you know.
14 like mixed in beers, vodka sodas, like shots tequila. And
So
shit
you're
like
just
that.
trying to keep the equilibrium
But
there.
I never get drunk. I mean, which is another bad. I'll probably like. I mean, if I die at like 55, I'm like, I had a great run.
you lived a yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What's one more?
What's
Truthfully, like not to be a dick, like I fucking had
Yeah.
some fun in this life.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll probably clean it up. Probably right about now. I'm 35 years old, so
Yep.
I'll probably make some decisions. Like I got off the Zaps, right?
Yep.
Next thing I'll probably be like reduce the drinks from 14 to like 9.
Would you ever do
A respectful nine.
the Dana White thing where you get your blood tested, find out like the actual
That shit
month
was
you're gonna
crazy.
I'd be
pass away
horrified.
at?
They actually say you can predict the month you're gonna die.
Within so
Really?
they'll predict the date and it's accurate within a
Yeah,
month either way.
When he first
One-
tested on it, he said he had 10 years left.
Yep.
And then he got on it. Fixed
Now
it.
you can tailor your diet.
started
Like they
following
give
that
you,
guy.
All right, I got to do it.
they give you a full plan.
How much is that? Like 50 fucking grand?
You would know better. You have to connect with Dana. You have to make that call. Okay, I don't.
I lost 150
Actually, you know
bucks. I
what's
was
funny?
screwed for
That's
the
actually
week.
a good
Couple
little
of boomers
podcast
will-
episode.
We'll front it.
That's a good podcast episode to do, actually. Guy that
Find out when you're
like in the middle of
Yeah.
having one being like, I'm gonna get this done. They're like, Bob, you're dying.
gonna find out when you croak, dude.
Yeah.
Which is that's almost like if you know, right? Like that's almost
Would you
a
wanna know?
blessing.
What I want to know when I'm gonna die? Fuck. If it's something
Wow,
after
this-
like if it's
no
something.
limits.
Yeah,
If
here we
it's
go.
gone.
Are you? Don't you know the answer? to this? Are you religious in any way?
You asked me what happens when I die.
Yes.
There we go.
Wow.
What happens when I die? I have no fucking clue. No, I can be like, I went to Catholic school for 9 years. That's what everybody says. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm religious. Like I went to Catholic school for 9 years. Like, no, you didn't fucking. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't fucking whatever. I think that what happens when you die is, I don't know. I just hope that they were floating around and fucking zapping and fucking there's no like, I just hope you can play
You go
like
into
slot
Zap
machines without any fucking
So
like
zapping it up.
repercussions or
Yep,
anything
yep.
like, that would be cool.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, if it's eternal darkness, that's fucked.
Or do you get
Can't
reincarnated?
be though. There's no
Well,
way. it
That's
can be,
interesting.
dude.
I've always
you
thought
get-
about the reincarnation.
Yeah.
Dude, who was
Post
Shot
Malone
callers
remix
up.
of
who
Shot
was
Caller.
that NFL player that came like got fucking shot, came back, and he came out to many men. That was the most
Yeah, I
gangster
think that was
shit I've ever
college.
seen in my life.
Pac-Man?
It might
think it
have
was
been
college.
college,
Yeah,
dude. Or
I
it might
saw
have been
that
like
on,
the
ESPN.
Washington.
Did you see that?
You saw that? Was that college? That was Washington football team?
He got shot. It was like twice in the leg and then played.
And it comes out to many men.
Who's that? Oh, the guy the wide receiver guy?
Yeah. That was sick.
yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. I
You know what I was
forgot
thinking of too? I was just thinking in the bathroom, I was taking a piss. The a way that like you
That's
guys
one of my best ideas, taking a piss. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You can interrupt me. You're good. The back to my point. The most had a really good idea too. No, you know what'd be great. I'm fucking with you. You know what'd be great would be if you guys are like starting on a podcast. You got to fucking figure ways to like stand out.
Yep.
Right.
What would be the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest podcast ever? So imagine if No Limits podcast.
Hurley's like, we're fucked.
It's a school night nonetheless.
No, I'm not saying now.
Yeah. I
I'm
like this.
saying,
I like
I'm
where you're
saying
going.
like
Yeah.
I look at like you
So
know
like those
what's-
milestones
So
or
like
something
you
like
have
that.
no matter what, right? You have something to go and you can run some ad spending behind it, some media. Like this
Yeah.
was the longest.
That's a great
This is the
idea.
longest
Well, what's-
podcast ever
Do you know the
recorded.
current record?
I have no idea.
It's a good idea though.
I don't know what it is.
It's got to be
I-
like
I just try
5
and-
hours, 6 hours.
Yeah.
5
It's
hours,
coming-
6 hours?
no,
No,
it's
way.
coming up
24
on-
plus.
Yeah,
Coming up on the
24
Hurley
plus.
board.
I bet a day and a half.
Coming up on the board here.
153 hours.
I was way off.
We could do that.
Same host though. There's got to be some.
Might
fucking
need some
rules.
zaps.
You
but-
got
It could work,
you
though.
want to talk about getting off the zaps.
It's almost a week, but they
Almost
probably
a
did
week.
it the
Wait, that's
pussy
a-
way. But there's
yeah.
ways to probably do that. I guarantee that podcast, whatever it was,
What? I feel like it's got to be
Who
straight
was
through
it?
too. No.
it's got to be the same crew not
Yeah.
leaving the chair.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Not
breaks.
leaving the
Not
chair.
leaving
No breaks.
Unless we have to piss though.
I would say
You can piss,
I
but
gotta
actually, you know what? Not even pissing. How about
Yeah,
during
you
it,
get
you
the little-
piss
Yeah.
on the cup?
Yeah.
Right, just to make
And
it
if you
that
have to
much
shit,
more.
you have to shit on the fucking show.
Now we're going
Right.
multiple.
There's
gotta-
definitely
yes.
a brand that provides those materials
Yeah.
that we could get in.
Dude,
I'm just thinking outside the box, you guys.
Dude, that
Hey,
is
listen,
next level.
I will
That's genius
plant
level.
it here for
And we
1
have
week.
dangerously
Twist my
caffeinated,
fucking
so-
We
arm.
could have, we would, instead
we could
of
stay-
your Zaps, I could
you
supply
guys
you
at least
endless
can
coffee.
stay-
I'll do the zaps.
What you could be drinking is dangerously caffeinated throughout the whole process to keep you awake.
At night, espresso martini, dangerously caffeinated.
Guys, I'm just here to
Your
provide.
brain is next level.
I love it.
You're, Bob, we cannot thank you enough.
I love this.
All
It's been a great
Yeah.
time.
You're
Dude,
an absolute
Seriously,
legend.
thank you, man.
Bobby.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to Boston.
This is fun. It'll be
We're
interesting
happy
to
to have
see.
you.
You know, I mean, I love this. I love this stuff. It's good stuff. Let's keep going.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Bob.
Keep zapping.
Let's go.
I love you all.
Keep zapping, boys.